We are Group I, and here's the entrepreneurial strategies being implemented by Coca-Cola.
Innovation has been Coca-Cola's key focus for the business moving forward since COVID-19 took effect. Collaboration across all parts of the business is one method through which Coca-Cola is driving innovation. In February of 2022, James Quincey, CEO of Coca-Cola, said that the company is working closely with its bottlers to work out, quote, what are the marketing and innovation programs that are going to work wherever we are in the world? The company has been working to pursue end-to-end consumer engagement through their marketing strategy to improve their connection with existing and potential consumers. Regarding the marketing effectiveness of Coca-Cola, James Quincey pointed to tremendous uptick they've seen in consumer engagement with some of their newest innovations, including Coca-Cola Starlight. Earlier this year, Coca-Cola launched its new global innovation platform, Coca-Cola Creations, along with its first limited edition product, Coca-Cola Starlight. CNN Business described the new launch as bold due to the controversy and ongoing theories about what the new drink would taste like. The company cleared up the mystery by explaining that Starlight is inspired by space and has a cooling sensation that evokes a feeling of a cold journey to space. Since Coke was one of the first beverages to actually go to space 36 years ago, this new flavor might be rooted in the past, but it is innovative. Owana Vlad, Senior Director of Global Brand Strategy, explains how, quote, with Coca-Cola Starlight, we set out to bring the concept of space exploration to life through a simple sip, capturing some of the mystery and essence of what we love about space. Coca-Cola Creations will take the Coca-Cola trademark and lend it to new expressions of collaboration, creativity, and cultural connections.
Coca-Cola is constantly trying to reach new markets and expand their business, making them as successful as they are. Over the past years, they have expanded from a soft drink company to much more. In 2018, Coca-Cola purchased Costa Coffee, branching off into the coffee world to reach new markets. Also in 2021, they purchased Body Armor, expanding into the sports drink community. Coca-Cola was very successful with the purchases they made, bringing in a 10% increase in fourth quarter revenue with the addition of Body Armor, and a 12% increase in revenue in 2022 compared to the same 3 quarters in 2021 with the purchasing of Costa Coffee. Since 2019, Coca-Cola has been experimenting in the alcohol industry, and they are just experimenting and do not know where it will take them. So what does this interest in alcohol look like? The first big step Coca-Cola took toward the alcohol industry was in their partnership with Molson Coors in 2020, where they released the Topo Chico hard seltzer. This was successful, so they continued to experiment in the alcohol world. Recently, Coca-Cola has seen an increase in demand for ready-to-drink cocktails, and they decided to get in on it. They partnered up with Molson Coors again and came out with their own. They used their juice products simply and created the ready-to-drink cocktail called Spiked Lemonade. In just 4 weeks, the product sold 6 million cans, making it a hit. Coca-Cola, seeing this increase in demand, helped them create profit and make everyone happy. Coca-Cola moving swiftly to new markets and new opportunities is a large part in why they continue to dominate the drink industry.
So for my part of the project, I decided to go with the strategic positioning, which is basically when a company is trying to differentiate among their competition by having their product or brand have better value than the other. Within strategic positioning, there are subcategories, but the ones that we're going to be talking about today are product positioning and competitive positioning. So the company's stance on competitive position is going head-to-head with their biggest competitor, Pepsi. In the article Brand Struck, it talks about how Coca-Cola didn't have high enough numbers and market shares when it first came out compared to Pepsi. And now that Coca-Cola has been established, all in their new advertisements and merchandise puts them at a higher value. So now moving to product positioning, it is a marketing tactic that influences your targeted audience of how they should feel and think about your product or brand. Coca-Cola showcases themselves as a quench-thirsting and refreshing beverage in their advertisement. It also shows how their product brings people together of all ages and is inclusive. An example of how they keep up their appearance is through their new contract with the famous Netflix show Stranger Things. And you may not think that it is important to have 10 seconds of your product shown, but your subconscious is an amazing thing. It'll be stored in probably the back of your memory, like long-term memory. And whether you as a consumer notice it or not, the next time you are thirsty, you may just buy a Coke now because you were influenced. And this is just one example of many more that Coca-Cola is so successful in.
In my section of the project, I focused on Coca-Cola's joint venture with FIFA, and particularly with FIFA's crown jewel tournament, the World Cup. They've released a song called A Kind of Magic, featuring artists from around the globe, and also a limited edition packaging featuring each of the countries in the tournament's flag on the front of the can. and led a sponsor and was the lead sponsor for the Fan Fest that was hosted in Qatar, where the World Cup is taking place. Coca-Cola is featured at these events because of the global audience that the World Cup gathers, and the work FIFA and Coca-Cola do together allow for fans to have a better experience at the tournament through the different events that they host. Coca-Cola recognizes that fans from all over the world will be attending the World Cup, and it is a great time to develop brand recognition to foreign markets because they all come to you for this 1 month. They also know that football fans will be willing to pay a premium for merchandise associated with their team, and collectors love collecting anything involving the tournament. It is also why they partnered with Panini. Panini is an Italian sticker manufacturer, and they make a sticker book every World Cup where fans must buy packs of stickers to fill their album. In partnership with Panini, they released several limited edition stickers that were only available on Coca-Cola label wrappers. Collectors who usually wouldn't purchase a Coke will now do so in order to get these special edition stickers, which will in turn increase Coca-Cola sales during the World Cup. And that's what's new with Coca-Cola.